everyone, so today I'm going to show you how I break the makeup rules, and I think that this is an original video. I don't know if anybody's done this video before. I haven't seen one, but if you have done this video or were thinking about it, I encourage you to do it. Tell me how you break the makeup rules sometimes, because I know not everybody follows them, and I know there's these stupid rules that people think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that with my makeup, even though sometimes you really just want to. So today is a perfect example of how I broke the makeup rules. So starting off with my face, I put on this Benefit That Gal Face Brightening Primer every single day without fail, because I like how it makes my foundation apply. And sometimes I do like the brightening effect. Even if, like, sometimes I go to the gym and I just put this on, and even when I sweat and stuff, even though I'm not wearing like makeup, I put this on, and it looked really good. It made my skin brighter, and even though it was a time where I didn't want to wear makeup, I liked this primer. The problem with this primer is when you put on a mattifying powder or face makeup, you know, foundation, this isn't gonna do what it says it's gonna do, because it says it's gonna brighten up your face, but if you put a mattifying face product on over it, it's just gonna cancel out all that brightening that just happened. So what some people do is they mix it with their foundation. They, you know, don't use a mattifying product, they'll just use it by itself, or use like a luminizing product, especially for the summer when you don't want such heavy face makeup. Which brings me to how I broke the rules with my face makeup, which I do every single day because I use a mousse foundation that is pretty matte. Even though it doesn't say it's matte, it gives my face no glow, no luminance, no nothing, no sparkle at all. So that's what I really like about this, because I do have oily skin, plus you don't need to set it with a setting powder, which I think is great because I don't want my skin to look cakey. But today I decided I wanted to do it anyway, so I decided to actually set it with a mattifying powder. So again, this is totally breaking the rules for the That Gal primer. But I don't care, because I like how it makes my makeup apply, and it makes my face not look cakey at all, even when I have a bunch of product on it. So this mattifying translucent powder, it really does make your skin matte, and it's a really good powder for $3, and I really like it. I know this is kind of turning into a review, sorry, but I'm just explaining to you why I want to use it, because today is like the hottest day in California, probably. It's going to be over 100 today, and it's the 4th of July. It's really hot, guys. So I'm using this, and again, I'm just using this thick foundation because I have a lot of acne scarring. I have a lot of problems with my face. I'm breaking out everywhere right now because I just started going to the gym, and I just came back from vacation where I used a ton of sunscreen. So my skin is still getting adjusted to the summer and the things that I have in store for me this summer. So anyways, another way that I broke the rules, this is probably the biggest way that I broke the rules, well, besides my eyes. On my cheeks, I definitely went overboard with the shimmer. Okay, so usually, oh sorry, wrong one. Usually people will use this e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer. They might use a matte blush with the sparkly bronzer, or a matte bronzer with the sparkly blush. Now, I think that that's okay, but when you use these two together, your face will look like a disco ball. And I decided that I wanted to look like a disco ball today, apparently, because I used both of these together. And I blended them in together, but I still think that's kind of breaking the rules. But it really looks pretty. I really like the look. I'm probably going to do it again and again this summer. And then another way that I broke it even more was I used the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer. I use it as a highlighter, actually. I think that's probably a rule breaking in itself. But I used this as a highlighter, and it's really shimmery. And I just love the shimmer in it. You can tell which color I like the most. So I use that. I put it on with my fingers, and my face looks definitely shimmery, like really, really shimmery. And that kind of cancels out all the matteness I did with my foundation. So I kind of feel like a lot of it I did was for nothing. So I feel like a lot of makeup rules were broken in that way. So my next one is probably another big one for my eyes. So for my eyes, I used Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion in the original form, the original purple tube. So I used that, and then I proceeded to, even though that primer actually does make my eyeshadows crease, I decided to use a cream product from Wet n Wild, which will also make your eyeshadows crease. So I used these two colors, these two middle ones right here, and I wasn't really thinking. I was just like, I want to use my Wet n Wild palette today. So I used it, and I forgot. It's cream. It's going to be a hot day today. I did so much shimmer on my face already, but you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and load a bunch of shimmer on my eyes. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So that starts out my eyes, and then I go even further. My next problem is impracticality of my palettes. Mind you, I already used this palette. Then I decide to use my e.l.f. $5 palette for a couple of the colors. Let me just show you the colors real quick that I used. I used this brown color, this peach color, and this cool like brown color. This brown taupey color. I mixed these like warmer colors with a cool color. That's probably not what you're supposed to do, because you know, just certain warm tones and certain cool tones don't go together, especially ones that are kind of grayed out mixed with some that are like more golden. That probably doesn't look good together, but I love this eyeshadow. This is like the best eyeshadow that I've ever done, I think. So I think breaking the rules is fun in some ways. Well, I already used these two palettes, so I decided why not throw another one in there. So I used Virgin from my Naked palette. Mind you, this is 3 eyeshadow palettes I have to get out of my train case, which I'm going to do a collection video on my train case because I put all my makeup in my train case, and but I had to wait for a package to come in the mail. So then I proceeded to use another palette. I don't know why I do this, but I decided to use these 2 shimmery colors right here. Or no, 1 shimmery color and 1 matte color. That's the one thing I did right on my eyes. I used a matte highlight. Yep. So anyways, I used these 4 on my eye look today, and look at how simple it is. I probably could have used one of these palettes. I probably could have just used my Naked palette if I wanted to, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make everything complicated and look for, you know, different eyeshadows out of different palettes and make my makeup routine last a whole like 15 minutes longer. So anyways, that's everything that I did wrong today, and I broke a bunch of rules, and it feels awesome. I love breaking the makeup rules because I feel like I'm kind of doing things that nobody else does, so I'm kind of creating something that nobody is really willing to create. So I don't know, I feel like that kind of makes me unique in a way, and I know a lot of other people break a lot of makeup rules that you might not know that you're breaking, but my advice to you is stay away from the makeup rules. So I decided to follow one makeup rule, because if you kind of consider yourself experienced with makeup, which I consider myself like semi-experienced, you want to follow a rule. You want to look like you know what you're doing. So I decided to follow the rules with my lips. And I used a EOS lip balm in Summer Fruit because they're really lip conditioning, or they're really conditioning for your lips, and for the summer they're a really good thing to have on your lips so that they don't get chapped and everything. And I used the cult favorite NYX Mega Shine lip gloss in beige. Everybody loves this lip gloss. It doesn't have any shimmer to it, which you already know I put so much shimmer on my face, so I thought that this was good because it's shiny but not shimmery in any way. So I hope that you show me what makeup rules you break and which looks came out the best that you have, you know, not played by the rules. I know I said rules a lot in this video, but when it comes down to makeup, people surround themselves with this rule book, you know, this thing that they have to follow, and I feel like you don't necessarily have to follow that to get a good look. So show me your favorite makeup, I guess makeup mistakes that actually turned out to be really good, and I hope you like this video. I hope it was kind of original and something that a lot of people would have never thought of. I'm gonna go have fun. Today is the 4th of July, and I know by the time you'll watch this, it won't be the 4th of July anymore. But I sincerely do hope that everybody does have a 4th of July, or did have a happy 4th of July. I don't know. Anyways, I will talk to you all later, and new videos will be up soon, hopefully within this next week. So I will see you all later. Bye!